Welcome to the TMI Show. It's not too much information. I'm Sean Mills, the Mad Hatter of Mad Tea Party, madforfun.com.
Charles Tupper with Cedar Ridge Real Estate, and it's charlestupperrealtor.com.
And we're here with Kahau Kai. Of Silversword Asset Management, silversword.investment.
Yep, that's how you find us on the web.
So what do you do here?
We help people get peace of mind when it comes to investing or trying to realize where they are as far as their retirement planning goes or paying off a house. If it has a dollar sign attached to it, we help them get a plan to help it become happier and live with that peace of mind.
Okay, and what does that actually mean?
That means a lot of people, they just don't know how much they need to retire or when they can retire, or they don't know what they need to do every month to be able to retire. We give them that plan and we help them stick to it.
How did you get started?
Well, I was in the Air Force for 11 years, and during our midnight shifts from midnight to 8, unless somebody's attacking our country, there's nothing to do. So we started studying, and my friends and I started studying investments. I studied real estate and mutual funds. My other friends studied the same things. And after a while, we actually got the gumption to go and do it. And it turned out that, mutual funds were doing great. It turned out even better that our real estate deals were going good. So we decided, hey, why don't we teach it to other people? I like helping other people, so that's how it started.
That's awesome. What are the things that are you passionate about?
I love my kids, and they're adopted. CASAs, they are people who help transition a child who's been in a foster family. It helps them transition to become to an adopted family. So I'm passionate about kids getting adopted, finding their forever homes. I remembered that our kids, or any kids that get dropped off, normally they're taken from their homes just in a real mad rush. And that makes it so that they can't get all their proper goods, or they might not even have a bag. A lot of kids show up to their first foster home with a garbage bag as their luggage. So what we did before, and what we continue to do, is gather bags, backpacks, duffel bags, suitcases for these kids, so that at least they have something that they can call their own. Some people, they tended to put some toys in there, stuffed animals. Some people put money in these bags, so that there's gifts for these kids that they can, again, call their own. Other thing that I'm passionate about is 2 years ago, I was watching as the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Denver Broncos, my team. The Chiefs are not the Broncos. And I overstayed my body's ability to stay awake, but I had an early appointment in Phoenix, so I booked the hotel room, started driving down the Salt River Canyon, fell asleep, went off the canyon. First responders came, saved my life. I am very, very passionate about our first responders up here. They're always there for you when you need them. They're even there when you don't need them, but that's another story. But they're there for you when you need them. They walk out their doors not knowing what the day is going to bring. When they come back to their families, having served our community. I love it. That's what they do. So we have an annual softball game for the cops and the firefighters, so that they can go and battle it out. We even have our scoreboard up there, the Silversword scoreboard that we bought for the city. And on it, instead of putting our phone number and advertising our website, instead we just put Silversword, but at the end we put a red, blue, and green stripe. And that's just to symbolize that we put that up there for the firefighters, for the police officers, and for the military. I'm very grateful for all the service those guys do.
I heard that there's you're going to be doing a radio show?
Yeah, starting November 1st, we're going to be doing our radio show. Basically, a lot of people, they get information, they get little bits and pieces from advertisements, or they get bits and pieces from other talk shows. what we'd like to do is give them the opportunity to actually ask questions of the host. So they'll be able to email in their question, and we'll be able to answer that question over the air to the best of our ability, or whether we can or not according to compliance. But we do want to make sure that people have the questions answered that they actually want to have answered, instead of listening to a sales program or a spiel. So we're going to start out with the basics. What is a stock? What is a bond? How do you put them together? And once we get there, then eventually over maybe a month or two, we'll figure out this is how you put it together to get a retirement plan. And then hopefully we empower some people that they want to do it on their own. Great.
I like that, total interactive.
Yeah.
That makes it nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then they ask their questions just like you're in a regular classroom.
Yes. It's just a classroom where nobody can throw stuff at me. That's all. Can't throw it to the radio.
No, I guess that's a plus.
It's a plus, yeah.
Where can people find the information for when your radio show will be?
So it's going to be on iTalk. It's going to be right after another financial advisor's radio show. He's been doing it for a long time. All we're going to do is just add on to what principles he teaches. So it's going to be from 3 to 4 every weekday until I run out of stuff to say.
That's not going to happen.
No.
I've talked to this guy a time or two.
Yeah, I love what I do.
Passionate.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Is there anything else you want to promote?
Well, we do have even more. If you want more interaction and you actually do want to throw stuff at me when I'm talking, come to our breakfasts. We do them at the Sholo Senior Center. Another thing I'm passionate about is obviously food. But there's not a lot of people who have 3 meals a day up here in the White Mountains, especially among our fixed income community. There's people who are 65 plus who don't have, they had great jobs and they work hard, but they don't have enough to buy the meals that they need, so they're going without. Or sometimes they help their family out and forget to help themselves. And that's why, greatest generation, right? They help, they're constantly giving. Well, these people need help with food. It's bad enough to be hungry, but now it's wintertime, be hungry and cold. So we're doing our classes now at the Sholo Senior Center, where we're hoping, and anybody can come. It's all free, I'll pay for the breakfast. If you feel that the information was good, we ask that you just donate $1 or $2 to the Sholo Senior Center, in particular to Meals on Wheels, so we can help people in Sholo get food.
And when are these breakfasts again?
It's the first Tuesday of every month.
Okay.
So the next one is going to be in November, November 4th or 5th, whatever the Tuesday is in that month. That'll be the next one. Now, so this next November, I get to report on. There's a trip I'm going to be taking in a couple weeks. I got asked to go and testify in front of Congress again to talk about things that are important to Arizona, in particular Sholo and the people that live here. We're a small town, so our voices are small. And I'm grateful that they consider our voice important enough to bring me up there. So there's going to be about 4 or 5 of us from Arizona that got chosen to go and talk to Congress and tell them about the different effects that their decisions, not all the way in Washington, D.C., have on us here in Sholo, Arizona, up in the White Mountains. So I'm real honored to do that. I get to report on that at the breakfast, November 4th or 5th, whichever one's a Tuesday. I get to report on it. It's 8 a.m. You can hear me report on Congress. You can hear if it was a positive thing or if it was a not so positive thing. But you can also ask me questions about what they are proposing, what they're doing. A lot of different things going on in Washington.
So come to the breakfast, find out more.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah, eat some good food.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell the community?
At the end of the year, if you look and you know that you're going to be paying taxes, one good thing, and I'm not a tax advisor whatsoever, but I'm also not a guy who wants to send all of my money down to Phoenix. Phoenix is a great city, and I love them. but this is the White Mountains, this is my home, this is where my children and I live, and this is where I plan to raise them and have my business, and I love my community. The thing is, we're giving all our money to Phoenix if we pay our state taxes. So one way to make sure that the money stays here in nonprofits that you love is to go and take your taxable donation, or tax deductible donation, and give it to your local school. If you have children in schools, you know you're going to pay more than $400 this year in taxes. Take that money, give it to a school up here. Or take it to a nonprofit, like for instance, Navajo County Friends of Casa, or Meals on Wheels, two things that I'm passionate about. Or give it to, a nonprofit with the police organization or the firefighters. Some people do donate to the police fund, they just do it by speeding a lot. Why not take your money that you have discretion over and give it to one of these organizations that actually does good up here in our White Mountains? That's what I would give for the end of the year. Let's see it, guys.
Keep it local.
Keep it local. That's right.
Absolutely. You had said something about bags.
Bags.
How does somebody donate bags?
So if you have extra luggage, extra bags, gently used bags or luggage that you want to bring, or even toys for kids, just bring it to our office, 1801 West Doosa Clubs. We're Suite B200. You can't really tell on the outside, but just look for Silversword. It's a black and white circle. Just look for Silversword, come bring it in. You can drop it off with the people up in front. Now we don't have any receipts for you. You're basically bringing the bags or the toys or whatever, and you're giving it out of your goodness of your heart.
Okay. Which is the best way to give anyway.
Yeah, that's true giving.
If people are want to find out more about your business, how would they get a hold of you? There's your website, correct?
Yeah, the website, www.silversword.investments, is a great place to go. You don't have to go very far to go to see what we believe in. It's right up on the front page. You also know who you'll be meeting. There's a About Us page, and you'll be able to meet the team. There's also some hula dancers, fire dancers, and other things that I like. Not me, they're not pictures of me. But it's a fun website to peruse.
So come for the hula dancers.
Yeah, yeah.
Other ways that they can get a hold of you?
We've got a phone number, 928-532-7900.
And social media?
Social media, you can find us on Facebook. That's more for the things that I'm passionate about that are outside of the financial realm. The firefighters or the cops or the Navajo County Friends of Casa, or some news articles that I've read that I think would apply in your situation. Yeah, Facebook, and that's a good way to get a hold of us as well.
So that's on Facebook, that's Silversword Asset Management, correct?
Silversword Asset Management, or you can if you just type in silversword.investments, you'll find our Facebook page also.
Do you have any questions, Charles?
I think he filled us full of all kinds of information, and I'm sure they're going to have questions soon.
All right.
So,
yes, he is kind of full of it, isn't
Passion.
Passion is a good thing.
That's right.
When you love something, people can tell.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching the TMI Show. It's not too much information, and we'll see you next time.
you got it.
The what? Instead of Between Two Ferns, like that one guy, Galifianakis, he has a show called Between Two Ferns.
Oh yeah.
I was going to say Between Two Mad Hatters. This is Between Two Mad
What's
Hatters.
a Mad Hatter and a clown?
Oh!
Yeah,
Between two entertainers.
my husband.
Whatever. Hey, you were so sweet to all my kids and to all those kids that were there. I had to walk away. I don't know if you kept noticing, I kept walking away every time I said hi.
I don't really pay attention to that because it happens all the time.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many adults are afraid of it, and I think it's because of that movie, It.
Well,
Long before it.
it was, so when I was young, my parents let me get lost in the mall to teach me a lesson. The guy who found me was a clown.
So,
I still get purple and green on. I can still remember the clamshell on the carpet, and sometimes in a nightmare, I still see the memory of the carpet. I'm feeling very anxious. So many clowns, it does not represent being found.
So we're gonna do a show on why people don't like clowns.
No, but I saw it mentioned on a Honey Numbers episode. So, fear clowns and things around for a while.